In first year, most life science students share the same core modules. This means that those core modules can be pretty big and there could be a couple hundred in each of them. Your optional modules will tend to be a lot smaller and your classes will get a lot smaller as you progress through your degree.
In first and second year, everyone on life science and CAD courses take the same modules. This means that there can be over 200 students attending lectures. For practical classes and workshops, the numbers may be slightly smaller, depending on where they're held.
When you come to Dundee, your first and second year lectures will usually consist of around 200 to 250 people, as all the life science courses do the same modules for the first 2 years before specialising in your later years.
Biological and biomedical stream students are grouped together for the first 2 years of the course.
In first year, there are 2 labs a week. They are 3 hours long each, and there is a workshop before them, so you get to figure out what you're doing before, so that's pretty good.
Before the pandemic, we were getting 6 hours of lab time, so this was in 2 3-hour sessions per week. And after the pandemic, we went down to 1 3-hour session every 2 weeks. So even though the time we actually got was reduced quite a lot, I would say we still managed to get a lot done, and we managed to complete a full investigation over the course of the semester, which was amazing. And the lab sessions are definitely long enough to get everything done that you need to. So you can get in, get set up, put on your PPE, complete the investigation that you're doing that day, write it up, get it stamped, all in plenty of time, which is really nice. You're not stressing and worrying about rushing through it.
So pre-COVID and when I was in first year, we got around 6 hours per labs every single week for both semesters, as you do 2 lab modules per semester and you get 2 3-hour sessions every single week in labs.
The course has a mixture of core modules and optional modules, such as the programming module in level 2, which provide you with some flexibility before you specialise in third year. Every term you will have practical modules, which assess your laboratory skills and will be judged by a practical report at the end of the term. Other modules may be assessed by essays, exams, data processing exercises, and computer-based exercises.
So one of the great things about Dundee is how flexible the degree routes are here. So when you come into first year, you do 10 modules of just general science and getting a taste of all the things we have to offer here. And then in second year, you complete 7 modules. And then once you get into your third year, you have to specialise into either a biological or biomedical life science degree route. But you don't actually have to decide which degree you'll graduate with until your 4th and final year. So you have plenty of time to figure out which works best for you.
In first year, you'll have 10 modules and you'll have the opportunity to take 1 optional module each semester. When you first get to uni, you'll have to take the life science audit test. This is to assess your physics, numeracy and chemistry knowledge. If you fail, don't worry, it just means that you have to take the numeracy, physics and chemistry module instead of an optional module in semester 1.
So in your practical lab modules, you'll get the chance to work in group projects and do experiments, build reports and posters and presentations to other people on your course. And then in the theory modules, you'll also have different opportunities to work in other reports and coursework as well with other people on those modules. So you'll get other people's inputs and their help and their advice, and you can all work together to make something great and to learn whilst you do it.
There are a lot of group projects, especially in first year before the pandemic, and we were having different ones every time as well, so it wasn't just all one kind of group project. We had things working on the lab together, we were doing scientific posters together, we were completing reports, and it's a really great way to get experience working collaboratively and to meet your other students. And even if there's not a structured group project at that moment in the course, you can always go and set up a study group with your friends, and this is also a really great way to work together, learn together and have some fun.
You get to do group work in labs, and then there are some workshops that require working in groups as well. So you get to know other people through that.
The core skills modules involve the most group work. In the lab itself, you will usually work in pairs, but there are some projects where you'll be in a group of 4 and carry out an experiment over a number of weeks before either writing up a lab report or presenting your findings on a poster.
You'll have plenty of opportunities to work with other students, especially when you're in the labs doing lab projects. However, other modules will also give you opportunities to work in groups too.
A great way to boost your CV in the life sciences is to get work experience, especially in a lab. and there's two main ways to do that: summer placements and industrial placements. Dundee itself offers an 8-week summer placement for some students. I'm currently on one right now and would highly recommend. And you can also do an industry placement in between your third and your fourth year, where you take a year out and you work in a lab or a company for a year and gain experience that way. So there's multiple opportunities in Dundee and over the country for you to gain experience, work in a lab, work out of a lab, and build up your CV.
The teaching and learning environments have to be held at a very high standard for a degree to be accredited by the Royal Society of Biology. The material being taught has to be relevant and up to date to the field. This will greatly contribute to your employability once you graduate.
Firstly, the university is everything that I wanted from a degree, especially the flexibility of being able to choose different degree routes. When you're coming from high school or academy and you don't exactly have all the experience yet of the different types of degree, it's a little bit hard to choose this is the one, you know? But getting to have the different experience of first and second year really helps you decide what you actually want to do and let you try all the different things before you make that choice, which is fantastic. And I would also say everybody is so helpful and nice to speak to, like the lecturers and my advisor, the student support services, the union. Everybody that I've spoken to has just been really helpful and wants the best for you as a student, which is lovely. And also the city is, in my opinion, pretty much perfect. Because it's big enough that there's lots of things going on, but it's small enough that you can walk everywhere, you don't need to worry about having a car or something like that. And the university, everything being on campus is sort of the same thing on a smaller scale, so everything that you need is right there. You don't have to worry about travelling between lectures or anything like that. And that's super nice, especially if you come, like I do, from a more rural area. And of course Dundee has got a lot of other things going on, not just the university. There's fantastic museums, there's lots of events happening all the time, lots of good nightlife, cafes, everything you could ask for.
You get to do group work in labs, and then there are some workshops that require working in groups as well. So you get to know other people through that.
The facilities and services here at Dundee are incredible, and you have so much at your disposal. Our library is great with different learning environments for everyone's different tastes. Our Students' Union has been voted the best in Scotland with 5 different bars to choose from, and entertainment throughout the day and in the evenings, so there's something for everyone. Our lecturers and our researchers are at the top of their field with great scientific output that's having great impact on the scientific community. And our School of Life Science Representative Committee and our team are always there for your support and to help you through your time here at university. So there's no better place to go to study life sciences than Dundee.
As for resources, I really like the library, especially during exam time. I feel like I'm here 24/7. And as for other resources, like the life science reps and things, they're really great. If there's a problem, just speak to them and they'll do their best to get it sorted out.
In my first year at University of Dundee, the course covered fundamental basics, from cell division to full body systems. I found that this made the pace much more enjoyable. And if you ever needed help in concepts, the learning staff has always encouraged students to ask for questions, whether it be in lectures, discussion forums, or even emails. The university is here to help bring up students into future scientists, so don't be afraid to ask for help.
Overall, I've really enjoyed my time here. Doing pharmacology, it's been a pretty rewarding course. A lot of it's really fun, and yeah, it's good.
I would say overall, some things were unexpected, of course, but I've really enjoyed my time here and I've had a really great experience. I've learned a lot, I've made good friends, I've had a whole lot of opportunities that I'm really excited about, and I feel like I definitely made the right choice to come and study here.
We can't wait to see you at the University of Dundee School of Life Sciences.